Yo. What's going on, Voch Lombardi? It's your boy Foots here, man. I got Voch in the building, y'all, and we are going to talk expectations for the big three. The big three, uh, the three defenders that we drafted in
Ain't
the
no big
first.
three. It's big me. Foots. Big me. Foots. I'm playing. Go ahead. I'm sorry for your intro. I'm sorry.
I know. You know what? It's so crazy because I'm the only one who can get Voch to produce for me. None of y'all can do that. So don't act like y'all special like me. You can't do that.
He can't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Voch, what's going on, man? How you feel?
Man, we good, man. This was supposed to be like a weird back and forth we were supposed to do. What you was like, hey man, let's go live. You know what I'm saying? So me and Foots done 3 videos today. We're gonna do this, and we just gonna, you know what I mean, move y'all all around the place, man. So we got plenty of content for y'all coming up, and
Yeah.
just be sure you watch and listen. Me and Foots talked about the Drake and Kendrick beef, and that's gonna pop up on my channel or whatever. So y'all be on the lookout for some good stuff, man. We got some, but thanks for having me though, Foots. Appreciate it. So what I got?
This was a really productive day for me and Voch, and
Mhm.
he's been killing on his channel. He's been doing film sessions, and he's actually done film sessions on the big three. The big three being Marshawn Kneeland, Marist Liufua, and Caelen Carson, the three defenders that we drafted. So as people pull up Voch, I wanted to preface this video and start this video with what are these guys going to be year one, and what is the roadmap for them getting on the field year one. But before we do that, let's let some people get in here. Voch, the rookies are out there. Voch is tweeting it out. There it is.
So
The rookies are out there. Hold on, Voch. Before we get to these three, any news you hearing, anything that you like? I did hear that Mozzie put on weight. What's your vibe? What's your bag?
I ain't hear that, but hey, good. I hope it ain't just all fat, you know what I'm saying? Because the shoulder was hurting, you know what I mean? So I don't know how many, like what the weightliftings look like. We don't even know if it's peanut butter for real, because his shoulder been hurting. So it could just be, I don't know, for whatever weight he lost, it probably, I don't know, what is it gonna be, good weight? Is it bad weight? We just know that Mozzie back up to 320 now. And I think this is what the Cowboys wanted to do though, Foots. I think that they, and Zimmer too.
Yeah.
I think that run stopping is much more than just plugging an A gap for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they had some pretty good A gap pluggers last year. And I was curious as to why Hankins just gone. Like we just wanted Hankins just out of here. You know what I mean? But Hankins was here on a pretty bad run defense, But when James Cook and Aaron Jones would be beating the hell out of us, they was running to the outside Foots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The key word in pin and pull is pin. You know what I'm saying? And we would get pinned at that backside end. They wouldn't dare do nothing to D Law side, They would pin Dante or Dorrance or Sam or Micah. They would pin them and then they will pull and get to the outside. So what I think this draft did was you got a defensive end that you can put on the other side of D Law if you want to on rundowns. It's up to them. You could put Marshawn Kneeland out there, who is a ready right now run defender. You can add your downhill linebackers now, whether it be Liufua, whether it be Overshown, whether it be Kendricks, whoever you want your linebackers to be. Those guys are downhill guys. They don't do a bunch of tiptoeing. And Caelen Carson is a guy that comes up and tackles for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on how things look. Typically, Diggs is on the opposite of like DeMarcus. Like DeMarcus is the strong side guy, and Diggs just plays the right side, which is technically the weak side. But you're just adding you're just adding more perimeter tacklers to your run defense. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the Cowboys plan, then I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's, and we're gonna really dig into each one because I want to see just your thoughts in the room and talking about each one of our defenders that we drafted in the first. And did you want to talk about Rodgers or you want to wait on Justin Rodgers, Voch?
Justin Rodgers 330, but we don't know nothing else. Like that's all we know about Justin. Like we know he could take double teams. When he played at Auburn, and he didn't really move backwards when he played at Auburn. He had a little bit of quickness when he played at Auburn, but we're gonna have to see what he looks like when he gets to the cribbo. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, Voch, let's talk Marshawn Kneeland. Okay, so comes out today. he was given 94. They didn't give him a choice. Now the
Mm.
Cowboys are interesting when they do that. They gave CeeDee Lamb 88. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
They gave Marshawn Kneeland 94. He didn't have a choice, and that's fine.
Mhm.
I think this is just my opinion. I think that pick kind of really caught Cowboys fans off guard.
Yeah.
Because small school guy maybe didn't have the name recognition of some of the big names, right?
Mhm.
Um, you know, Latu, you
Sure.
know, Jared Verse didn't have that name recognition.
Sure.
But does that mean that he can't play Voch? What are your thoughts? Let's just circle back first before we get into him for the Cowboys. What are your high level thoughts on the player?
So when we build our boards,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. King, we build it with all players.
Yes.
And we build it for all 32 teams. You know what I'm saying? We just stacking the players. If it's a player on that list, we gonna stack them. The Cowboys stack their list differently from ours. Some people, they don't even want on their goddamn list, for that just is what it is. So we know that Darius Robinson from Missouri was a guy that the Cowboys were thinking about. He was 280. Marshall's 270. Mike McCarthy had a press conference like 20, 30 minutes ago. And he was talking about the rookies. He was like, hey, man, Marshawn Kneeland bigger than we thought. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the Cowboys built their board in an effort to get bigger.
Hold on, hold on. Voch, don't do this. Don't do this. Hey, Voch, because it's something that we've been talking about as far as getting more stout on the edge.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want you to. I just love how you did Marshawn. Yeah, he bigger than we thought. Like that's the part. Like
that's what I said. Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
I haven't. That's crazy. I'm actually not doing my job how I should, Voch, so that's on me. I watched snippets, but I haven't got through the whole press conference. But that's a great nugget. Like, yes.
I was falling asleep on it. I was dozing off because I was tired. But Mike McCarthy just said when all the rookies was reporting, he was like, hey man, Marshawn came in bigger than we thought, man. We didn't think it was gonna be that goddamn big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what that means to me is that the Cowboys purposely wanted to get bigger. So in that range, Foots,
yes.
If you got Marshawn, let's just say Braylon Trice, Washington, and let's just say Chris Braswell from Alabama. Let's just say you got all three of those dudes graded closely.
Yes.
We're not looking for outside linebacker DNs no more. You see what I'm saying? Like we're looking for traditional DNs now. We're looking for Daniil Hunters now. We're not looking for Brian Burns. We're looking for Daniil Hunters now. That makes sense for us?
Yes. Stay there.
So if you're looking at those three guys, I may have ranked Braswell on my list, but Zimmer may not be looking. Who was Zimmer's stand up outside linebacker guys?
Yeah,
he had an opportunity to get Anthony Barr, but he put his ass at linebacker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in my mind, Foots, we're not looking for the small edge dudes no more. We were looking for the big guys. So yeah, everybody wanted Peyton Wilson, man. Cowboys didn't want Peyton Wilson, man. They didn't want. Look, Cowboy fans tired of the hurt guy. They were tired of the hurt guy. Couldn't get Peyton Wilson. Sorry, y'all. I wanted Peyton Wilson too. We couldn't get him. But Marshawn Kneeland makes sense if you think about. All right, we're trying to get bigger. We're trying to get bigger. We were sick of the 205-pound linebackers. All right, let's add another 235-pound. Let's get bigger. Yeah. So it was a lot of Cowboys, that they probably weren't thinking Kneeland. And if we were going defensive end, they had some other guys in mind. But I think that old thought that Mike McCarthy was like, hey man, we'll just take anybody and we'll just whatever we got, we'll call plays to their strengths or whatever. I think that's bullshit because I think we purposely got bigger. And if anything, what that means to me is Mike is finna be your big ass Mike linebacker, your big outside linebacker, your big Will. I don't know, your big Sam. I don't know what Mike's job is gonna be, but his big ass gonna be somewhere. And like he's gonna be big in a small position or whatever, like linebacker. Because if he's at D end, he's a smaller D end. I think Cowboys getting big for us. Cowboys getting big.
I just the reason why, in all seriousness, Voch, This is not me being freaky ASS foots. I really want to say this. This is part of the issue with the Cowboys run game. I think we talk about this. Me and Voch got a 3-part, so y'all make sure y'all check out the whole 3-part. I'm not gonna give you everything. Voch said on his channel, and it's so real. I think people think stopping the run means just having big fat players in the middle of your defense. Remember your pin pull comment, Voch, and that's not always the case.
Sure.
That's not. We got toe up in the C gap, Voch. A lot. we got toe up in the C gap. So now, Voch, I ask you this, and I'll ask you this for the other two athletes. What does the roadmap look like for Marshawn Kneeland getting reps year one, day one?
Sadiqa in the chat, we love you, by the way. Thank you for being
here. Thank you to everybody.
Shit, he gonna play. You know, we need what 8 to 10 D linemen that can play.
Yes,
and we currently got like what 5? Yes. D Law, Micah, Osa, Justin Rogers, Mozzie, you know what I mean? So it's Sam Weeks. So we got about 5 or 6 guys, and you need 8 to 10. So yeah, Marshawn's gonna play. I think he's gonna be in that second wave of D linemen. He's probably gonna be your second defensive end off the field. But Foots, let's play a game, sir. Like, what if this athletic upside that he has proves to be like some shit that we weren't ready for, right? Like, okay, all right, Marshawn Kneeland, run game guy, but what if his athleticism is ridiculous? Like, what if he come out and can't beat the hell out of people? Okay, Foots, how about this? Humor me this.
Talk to me.
You know, Tyler Guyton is not going to get the first team reps. They like to make the rookies earn it, right?
Yes.
Chuma's probably going to be first. Hoffman's going to be first. TJ Bass going to run out there. What if Marshawn Kneeland go out there and beat the shit out of Chuma like a lot? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he beats him a bunch? And then we go. And then we
see
go.
A world where that happens, Voch.
And then we go, all right. And then he go over there to Terrence side. What if he gets some quality wins versus Terrence? And he turns into your right defensive end guy. And then Sam getting on Twitter talking about some free me again. I think Marshawn could be your right defensive end. And look, I'm not finna sit up here and, call Cowboys, legacy numbers a thing, because Jerry don't get nobody number 8. He don't get nobody number 22. But 94 and 88 do get passed around a little bit. Maybe they got a little Marshawn. Maybe.
So, with Mike comments, with what I saw at the Senior Bowl with him going against pro level tackles, and I think one of the things. So we got to preface this. I'm glad you stayed right there, Voch. This is what I wanted. This is why you get Voch Lombardi on a Friday. Marshawn Kneeland's film. If you don't watch, I told Voch this. I said sometimes I can't even get to the other picks when I'm watching film because I can't stop watching Marshawn Kneeland.
Sure.
And haven't I said that? I've texted you that like 3 times. Like Voch is through the whole class, and I'm really through like I'm through Carson, but I always like, man, let me just watch one more Marshawn Kneeland game. Let me go find, because trying to get Western Michigan tape on the all 22 is like, it's the black market. It's tough. You got to skim. But the point is, when you watch this guy, I think his most underrated trait is the fact that he don't stop coming.
Yeah. Motor guy.
Like he does not stop running to the football.
Big motor.
There was a rep where he pile drive the guy, got up, the guy tried to grab his leg, he chased the quarterback out the pocket. Like that type of motor, that's stuff that you can't coach. That type of motor, that's stuff that gets you on the field and keeps you on the field. One, it lets me know that his conditioning is A1, Voch. 2, it lets me know that you're talking about winning reps. Yes, because he has NFL strength. So I could definitely see a world where he's just walking Chuma into the quarterback's lap and then running and chasing.
Sure.
And sometimes that's as good as a sack, because he's not going to give up lanes in the run game, because guess what? He's playing with hands. One of the issues that the Cowboys had the last 2 years was these ends were just flying upfield and not having any integrity when it comes to their run game fit.
Run game. Yeah.
So that's the world, Voch, for me.
Hey man, we'll see. But I think Marshawn got a shot, and there's a lot of numbers that they could have gave him. And if they force him to have 94 as Cowboys trying to do that, all right, come be Randy Gregory. come Come out here and be the next pass rush king or something. Be the next right defensive end for us. I don't know, but it says a lot that we picked him, and
Yes.
it says a lot that the Cowboys are being intentional about getting bigger. And you just added a big, quick guy. So shouts out to Marshawn. And something else too, though. I teased
Yes.
this on the other episode that we did on my show. Is Wanye Thomas came out and what he was talking about with Mike Zimmer is, hey man, we're gonna do things like Zimmer's way, and if you can't do things Zimmer's way, you're gonna have to sit your ass down. It's not gonna be a whole bunch of rogue stunts and gap exchanges that nobody know about but the D lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna play within their job and their responsibilities. So really, Marshawn Kneeland, who is a Zimmer guy.
Yes.
Sam not a Zimmer guy. Marshawn Kneeland is. So all Marshawn Kneeland got to do is come in and do what the fuck Zimmer say doing shit. It may be a rap foots. That may be Marshawn's job to take. So I'm up here talking like, all right, well, he's a rookie, so he's gotta come off the bench first, right? Man, Marshawn might be your first right defensive end off the field, Foots, and that'll be interesting if that's the case.
Voch, that I'm gonna clip some of this up. We're gonna really, that was it right there, Voch. That's what I wanted to. I want people to understand the roadmap to where if this does happen, you can't say that you're surprised because we've shown you guys how this possibly could happen, Mr. Lombardi.
Yeah.
On this Good Friday, Lombardi, let's talk about Marist Liufua and what he has to do to get on the field early.
We ain't got to talk about Liufau long because that room empty. You got to keep Damone Clark player. That's all you got to do, dog.
Hey. Voch, let's talk about his. I want you to talk about his game. You did a great breakdown on him. I think everybody is kind of really tapped into just how violent of a player he is. But Voch, you don't have to go into too much depth, but what did you like most about Liufua's game? Because he is the pick that I think that there's people who say, well, he should have been in the 5th round. Clearly, Zimmer fought for this guy. Mm-hmm. So what did you see?
Zimmer in the secret audio was like, hey, man, I was really impressed that you was able to tell me everything that everybody had to do on the defense, you know? And that's the makings of a green dot guy. Maybe not now because Eric Kendricks is there. And I think that's a good problem to have. People think that all your draft picks should just start immediately. I think if your draft picks start immediately, then your room doing bad. Now, our linebacker room doing bad. Now, first, our linebacker room is doing bad, technically. But if he's going to be your future green dot guy, then cool. I think his way on the field is going to be a combination of and look, this is another problem too for us. We don't know what the hell Zimmer about to do. We don't know if Zimmer going to come out base 4-3. We don't know if he's going to come out base nickel. We don't know what his safety looks gonna be like. We don't know yet. For us, like there was a little rumor saying, "Oh, they're going back to playing 3 linebackers." I don't think there's a way in the National Football League with everybody playing 11 personnel that you can just come out like that. But he has experience at safety foots, and I think at Notre Dame they kind of asked him to do too much. Like one play he's the damn safety. The next play he's a nickel corner. The next play he a blitzing linebacker. He playing off the edge. He the Mike Will and Sam. He had a lot of jobs at Notre Dame. So I would imagine that Kendricks is going to be your Mike, and it's going to be some rotation of Overshown and Liufau. But I don't know what's going to happen with Damone Clark. Because look, Damone Clark, whatever it is we got to say about him, he played a lot of snaps for you last year.
Yes.
Damone Clark played a lot of snaps for you last year. But he may have played those snaps sideways. He may have played those snaps backwards. Overshown and Liufau not finna play no snaps backwards or sideways for you. They getting downhill. They're tearing shit up. They're gonna fly around. You ever heard people say fly like their hair on fire? Yes. And y'all probably seen Liufau with the braids. He don't wear the braids on game day. He let that he look like a lion out there on game day. And that's gonna be fun to see. But he sees it and he goes to blow it up for the King. So Liufau, man, Liufau might be in the same book Kneeland is. Like we walked into this thing, this draft thinking, all right, we gotta get as many starters out of this thing as we can. I think we got to start left tackle, we got to start in center. I think Marshawn, if you go out there beating the hell out of Chum, I think he has the ability to roll out there first. And I don't know if Marist is gonna be starting today.
Yes, but
depending on how we play linebacker, I don't think he's going to be that far, but he's definitely going to be a teams guy. And look, man, there's people that was hating the fact that he's possibly going to be a teams guy. Goddamn, almost everybody except Dak going to be a teams guy. Like Marquise Bell was a teams guy. Like some of your favorite players are teams guys. Like, come on, man, y'all just can't be. Sam Williams is a teams guy. Come
yeah, I think that's a great roadmap, by the way, Voch, because the truth is the Cowboys had a safety plant linebacker. So the linebacker room, you were going here, there, everywhere. I think that Mike Zimmer specifically wanted Liufau because he was a bigger linebacker that plays downhill. The rest, he believes he can coach, Voch. And I think that there's a world where he does coach some of that out of him. Him, Gunther, the guys, where they coach some of that out of him.
They was excited about him. Gunther loved the pick, so sure.
Gunther loved it. And I think, one of the things that bothers me, Voch, is people thinking that you can't get a guy better when he gets to the NFL. Because guess what? Yes, one of the reports that I wrote on Liufau is that he has bad eyes. Well, some of that could be the defense. Some of that is you're asking him to play DN one rep. You're asking him to play Sam the next rep. You're asking him to play Mike the next rep. Hey, we're going to say your locker is going to be right next to Eric Kendricks. You're going to be our future Mike linebacker, and we're going to give you every opportunity to be that. You have Mike. The problem was this. Him and J.D. Bertrand were the best players on that defense. You're not going to be the best player on this defense, homie. You could just come and just do your job. I think there's a role for role players in the NFL. I think that Micah Parsons will always, as long as he's wearing a Cowboys uniform, he will be the best player on the defense. And that's fine. DeMarcus Lawrence still, to me, is up there in the ranks. Trayvon Diggs is still, to me, up there in the ranks on his defense. So now, what does Liufau have to do? What does Kendricks have to do? They just have to play their role and play it damn well. Just do your job. And I think that if there's an injury, if one of these guys don't play well, I'm being told that Overshown is moving to weak, Voch. I believe that he's gonna either weak. He's running to the ball. That's what they want Overshown doing.
Sure.
So that lets me know right there, this is your backup Mike, but he's gonna have opportunities on blitzing downs to get upfield and to play with his hair on fire. And I think that he'll even steal some. I think if everything goes as planned in camp, I think that he'll steal a possession or two in game. We'll see how it goes, but I think that he will.
So where does that leave Clark then?
Clark got to compete.
Yeah.
If Clark, so I'm not ready to throw Clark off the boat.
Shit.
And I think that there are fans who are. I want to say this. I think Clark.
Not this time. We created.
I think Clark was playing out of position. I don't think he's a Mike linebacker. He just doesn't trigger in that way. And that was always my issue with Clark. And he also does. One thing about Liufau, brother, he may tackle a little high, but he bringing his pads behind him. That's where Clark, I just didn't see Clark hit anybody last year. That's why when DeMarvin Overshown, crushed Bigsby, before he got hurt, that's why everybody's still holding on to that play, because we saw somebody get tackled. We saw somebody get hit. One thing you're going to see with Liufau, if he running in the guards, if he running tackles, they're going to fill him. And so I just think that that's where his role will be. With Clark, I still think that Clark is a plus athlete, but he played, dare I say, timid at times, especially in the trenches, whether that was avoiding blocks, taking on blocks. His block destruction wasn't great all the time. So, you see a world where Liufau takes Clark's role completely, Voch?
Maybe not immediately. Because Clark has played a lot of snaps in the NFL, a lot of NFL snaps, and it's hard to take that away from somebody. Clark wasn't great at being your green dot guy, and Clark wasn't great at being your downhill guy. They did everything they could for Clark not to be green dot guy. Van Der Esch was green dot guy. He got hurt. They gave that shit to JK. They said we're gonna give it to safety. I think he got hurt. Then who they gave it to somebody, but I don't think Clark was ever green dot guy. So I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's in the Mike discussion. I think he's in the Will discussion. And if Clark is in the Will discussion, he currently got 2 Wills better than him. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, that's good. And then our last one, Caelen, Carson, Voch. And when we talked about this pre-show, I think you had some really good thoughts on Carson. So what does a roadmap look for a 5th-round pick who we all had a 3rd-round grade on the guy? I think Caelen Carson was just a forgotten about draft pick this year, and that happens. Like, I think that Cooper Beebe being a true guard got forgotten about because everybody, Aisha Morrison made a great point on this show. There's a world where everybody now wants to turn tackles to guards.
Mhm.
Everybody. But you
You know
got to
me,
think
but-
about that.
You know me, I ain't going for that. You know me, I ain't going for that. But
I'm with you because we see that some of these players can't handle the physical. And there's 300 people in the chat, by the way. Thank you on a good Friday. Get the likes up. I know about 200 of those people here to see Voch Lombardi, and I appreciate y'all. He's the talent on the show, man. You could tell he's slumped over. He'd been working all day, so we gotta get as much as we can out of the guy. Listen, yeah, go ahead, sit up. I called you out. Get your butt up, Voch.
so Fuzz, let me ask you this. Caelen Carson, and you ain't gotta elaborate. I just want a quick yes or no, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, today, is Caelen Carson better than Josh Butler?
Yes.
Is he better than Josh DeBerry?
Yes.
You don't know. We don't know what that is.
I don't.
CJ Goodwin is a teams guy.
But he's better than him at corner, yes.
Yeah, sure. Is he better than Israel Mukwamu?
At true outside corner, yes. I think that Izzy has some safety slot flex that I like, but that's another day.
How about this? Is he better than Nashawn Wright right now?
Yeah, oh yes. Nation, can I let me stay there with Nashawn. Nashawn is too tall to play corner, and it shows.
Yeah,
he's just too tall. I mean,
there's
a reason. Yeah, he just doesn't. He can't deal with change of direction. Like he just can't deal with it.
Okay, so there's Nation. Eric Scott, who is not a Zimmer guy. He's a Dan Quinn pick.
So this is what I'll say.
It's getting close now. Now it's getting closer.
It's getting close. I heard something. Wanye made a great point about Scott. He said he's the one guy people are going to be surprised about.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna hold my thoughts.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Lombardi and Footsie King back. Hold on. Shit, that's us. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go.
I'm assuming a lot of people have seen that clip of Coach Zimmer just absolutely ripping the bench.
Okay. So that's not the clip. I thought I had the Wanye Thomas Brock Hoffman pick where he talked about
guys who are gonna take the next jump. Yeah, it's on there. If you can find it, man, play it because
I got. Here we go.
Okay.
Going into year 2, going into year 3, that have made some big improvements this offseason to OTAs on the defensive side of the ball.
I would really honestly say Junior for Hoko. Let's see.
Okay.
Honestly, him, Demo, obviously.
Yeah.
Kiwi.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, those 3 right there are 3 guys that I think that is going to be in this league for a very, very long time for real, bro. And then Eric Scott, other corner. Eric, man, a lot of people don't know, but Eric can play, bro. Eric can ball out, bro, for real. So those really 4 guys I'm really excited about because they're all honed in and tuned in to the new things we're running, and I think this defense can fit them very well. So
yeah, no, I think Demo coming off.
Okay, but to your point though, Eric Scott, he said, "Hey man, Eric Scott can play Footsie King." What he
said,
for
real, bro. And then Eric Scott, other corner. Eric, man, a lot of people don't know, but Eric can play, bro. Eric can ball out, bro, for real. So those really.
Eric can play, bro. Eric can
let's stay there.
Okay.
You know how it is, Voch, when you got your little cousin that's like he a dog, but like nobody's seen him hoop yet, or like in your case, you a football guy, Voch. So you got that little cousin.
You be like, all right, look out for him. Like, all right.
Hey, right, yeah, like you that one little cousin, you see him run around, you're like, hey, like, hey, auntie, we need to go sign him up. Let's go talk to the coach and let's get him on a trainer regimen because he got something. The way that that's why I say, like, I love that Wanye isn't air quote a star yet, because as they start to get more known, then they start to get more media training. They just everything is fluff. Wanye giving us real. Damn it, we go. And I love it. This is good. It's a great podcast. Hey, hey, we're gonna stop the run. This is no knock it Dan. Dallas gonna stop the run this year. Hearing Wanye say that, hey, we're gonna stop the run. Hey, man, hey. Eric Scott can play. Like, y'all may not know it. This dude can play. So that's why I said with him is now if there's one player that you named pre-show, and I don't want to bury the lead, so I'm gonna let you have that one, Voch. Who
what's that?
With Carson in the slot.
Okay, so I'm building up there.
Okay.
So because your ass don't follow no directions for us. Ask for a fast yes or no. You got there, man. So you would say that Eric Scott and Caelen Carson, you would think that they're like kind of close right now.
Yes.
You would say.
Yes.
Okay. I think Scott maybe got something for his foot. But here's my overall thought, okay? I think Caelen Carson comes in better than all of them. I think he's better than Scott right now. And Scott probably can play.
And I'm glad that you're going on record.
Sure. And Scott can play. Scott's probably better than Nashawn right now. We just haven't seen it. We've seen so much of Nashawn getting whooped. You know what I mean? We just haven't seen Scott properly yet. But I do think that Carson is better than Scott. So where this leaves me, Footsie King, I think one of the biggest camp battles on defense, we probably ain't talking about it yet, is Caelen Carson versus Jordan Lewis.
Yes.
So we know Deron Bland in an emergency can play your number one corner. He's a really good number two corner when he ain't got to chase DK Metcalf. But Deron Bland is a stud at nickel. So Foot, here's my thing. Deron Bland is playing outside corner for you right now because Jordan Lewis has been re-signed and he's playing slot for you right now. What if Caelen Carson go out there locking up some of these receivers? Let me just. What if he go out there and he competes with Jalen Tolbert? What if he beat the shit out of Ryan Flournoy? What if Jalen Moreno Cropper get locked up? You see what I'm saying? If Caelen Carson goes out there and puts on a show, and if he takes Jordan Lewis, and let's just say he's better than Jordan Lewis. It's Caelen Carson on the outside versus Jordan Lewis in the slot. If Carson outperforms him, he plays outside. Deron Bland plays in the nickel. Of course, if Jordan Lewis wins, we just stick to whatever we got right now. Lewis plays nickel. Bland plays outside. But that's the big matchup that I think we're looking for. Can Carson have such a camp that we go, hey, we got to play him, and he's got to play outside? If he gives us a Deron Bland rookie year, and he's capable of doing that. He had eight pass deflections last year, 7 pass deflections the year before. If he gives consistency, if he gives us a Deron Bland rookie year, I think he's your outside corner. We just put Bland back at nickel.
You know what, Voch? There's a roadmap with having, the big dog on the edge with Trayvon Diggs where that could happen. I'll say this. Mr. Lombardi. That'll be number one that you open my eyes up to and that I'm going to watch is that battle, because I definitely see a world where people got to understand how Caelen Carson is wired. Okay. Now I'm going to talk my talk. DMV kids, they just different. Y'all see why I like to argue so much and why I'm gritty? That's how we live. That's how we are. And Voch, don't hate on me, Voch. DMV kids are different, man. And
oh my God. Go ahead.
Any chance I get, I gotta shout out to D. Pause, no Diddy.
Dallas.
I gotta shout out DMV.
Go ahead.
The guy's just wired different. Voch, I know you saw on his film. He gonna talk that talk to whoever. It don't matter. He not shaking no hands after the play. He not doing none of that. And that shows because he also gonna tackle. And I don't even think that his ball production is really as good as Deron Bland's, but he does a great job of being in position to me. And so I definitely see a world that, hey, dog days of camp, he going back and forth with Jalen Tolbert. Tolbert can't separate it. This player can't separate. And then he letting you know about it. That was one of the things that I really loved about Wanye Thomas. Sure. Wanye Thomas was very vocal. Trust me. This is not Kelvin Joseph. This is a kid who's going to do a lot more talking. I know we say, oh, yeah, he's a rapper. It's different, bro. Caelen Carson, you could talk to his coaches. See, the issue with Kelvin Joseph was his coaches didn't like him.
Sure.
The issues with Kelvin Joseph was his coaches told you, if you can get him to love football, then you got something. But you couldn't get him to love football, and that was just the issue. And he came to Dallas, and with Carson, you're not going to have that issue. So I think that's a real thing, Voch. I do think that you could look up and say, man, I'm okay with putting him on the edge. Like, he's not going to get us killed, especially if he's guarding twos.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And I think Carson's talented enough to do it. I had an early 4 on him. You know what I'm saying? Like a late 3, early 4. So the fact that he fell to the end of the 5th round, I think a lot of teams kind of missed on Carson in that way. And look, man, the Cowboys always try to find a way to make the draft better when you get to the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Loving the BB pick, loving the Carson pick, but that's where your value is, you know? So yeah. I ain't saying Caelen Carson gonna come out here and whoop everybody day one. I ain't saying that he's gonna come out here and start for you day one, but if he's the guy that comes out in camp and does the do, I don't think any of us would be surprised, because if you just look at his film, you see it in him. You see a dude that comes up and tackles, and you see a dude that'll lock up your number 1 receiver. So now he ain't got to play number 1 receivers. He get to play number 2s now, number 3s, even if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? So I think Carson got a pretty good roadmap to getting on the field and staying there. But we'll see.
Yeah, and I think, little grabby. If we're talking about some of his flaws, he's not the fastest athlete. Stopwatch position, he's not the fastest athlete. So we'll be fair. Not just
Zimmer play that too high, baby.
I was about to say he gonna have help on that top.
He's straight. Ain't no more 1 high cover 3 shit going on here for us. He got help now.
Yeah, he not gonna be on the island. I liking it. This whole NBA, NFL back and forth. I liken it like this. Let's use it in a football context. Imagine trying to guard Kyrie full court. That's what it's like playing man-to-man defense with a single high safety. It's tough, bro. Like you really putting both your corners on an island, and you're saying, hey, go rush the quarterback. But the problem is, when you don't get home, they still on that island, and you running against a DK Metcalf who's a 4-3 athlete. Like, let's not forget that part of it. So I love the fact that Zimmer is very multiple in this scheme. All right, Voch, let's get you out of here. I just want to get to this one super chat, and it's crazy because, man, y'all must really know us. And shout out to y'all for staying with us. Make sure y'all get the likes up, man. Likes. This was a banger. Everybody who catches this on a replay, thank you guys for coming as well. Likes. We got Voch Lombardi on a Friday. He don't do this for everybody. Voch, we talked about this. As much as I hate our offseason, this draft is exactly what I wanted. Big, nasty, borderline, dirty players, inside and out. This is how you build. Voch, what do we say? Your draft is your free agency.
Yeah. Got to hit on them. Got to hit on your players. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to LG 250 folk. They said, as much as I hate our all season, this draft is exactly what I wanted. Big, nasty, borderline, dirty after the whistle. Who do that? Inside out is how you build. Hey, man, we definitely got a little tougher, and like we've been saying, and keep giving credit to you and Will still for our draft shows, man. But man, we was up there talking, bro. It was like, hey, man, if you just double down on the dirty picks and the ugly picks, you won't have to just keep doing them. You know what I'm saying? So your O-line straight for the next 8 years or so, I'll say, for us again. You ain't got to over prioritize O-line. Yeah, you straight. Next year, you may go a D-line pick if you want to, but man, once you hit on the super priority dirty work picks, man, you can go and be as cute as you want to. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Cowboys did their thing.
Hey, Voch, can you take us out with the horns, please? Because Kendrick said that we can have this on this live right now. So can you take us out? Thank y'all so much for coming. Can y'all two-step with us?
You thought I ain't had that shit board up?
Y'all just Kendrick said we can have this on here.
You thought I ain't had that shit board up?
On the beat, ho, beat, bo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Fuck them all. How many options really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton.
Y'all hear the horns?
Your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas certified.
And the best thing, they can't copyright it.
Okay, let me tell you something, boy. Sadiqa be in the club and this come on.
You better not have a
Sadiqa be in the club and this come on.
Any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Oh my God, Kendrick.
Hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. Rock that, fuck 'em up. Rock.
Golly.
Bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably
A minor. Hey, listen. Thank y'all for jumping on this stream, man. Me and Voch is clowning. It's your boy Foots, man. Voch, thank you so much for jumping on. Y'all, listen, y'all screen share this, share this around. We love y'all on a Friday. We just having some fun. Oh, hey, look, Voch, look what they said. They not like us.
Ow, bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey, Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. Peace. Much love. Thanks for coming on, Voch. Peace.